Halo, selamat bergabung di acara Liga Fantasi bersama Suara Tifosi. Kali ini pertandingan pertama untuk Liga ini adalah Derby Capitale. Dua tim sekota, AS Roma dan Lazio. Sebelum bertanding, kita cek persiapannya, jersinya atau kostumnya, Giallo Rossi dan Bianco Celeste. Merah dan biru, siap. Semua udah oke. Stadionnya juga kita cek juga oke, akan bermain di sore hari yang cerah, tentunya enak dipandang nanti pertandingannya. Kita lihat juga game plan-nya. Ya, info saja buat kalian bahwa nama-nama yang pemain yang kalian transfer itu dia tidak muncul namanya di sini, tapi nanti dalam permainan namanya disebutkan oleh komentator dan dia fisiknya juga seperti dengan pemain yang kalian inginkan. Sebelumnya kita akan ganti pemain dari Lazio karena sepertinya kondisinya tidak bagus, tidak prima, malahan merah. Itu Arnold, ya. Kita pasang Lazari, kita ganti dengan Lazari dulu ya maksudnya. Itu posisi Lazari juga. Oke, all good. Semua sudah siap. Lazio oke, Roma juga oke. Inilah dia pertandingan Derby Capitale Liga Fantasi Italia mempertemukan dua mega bintang yang pernah satu tim, Neymar dan Messi. Selamat menyaksikan.
Well, the opening day of the season is always special. The game is back, bigger and better than ever before, and there is a definite outpouring of hope, expectation, a feel-good factor from every ground across the land. But the one standout fixture that had many rubbing their hands with glee when the list was announced, this derby on opening day. Strap in for the ride. So what a stage for the players to take to here ahead of such an important game. They have been thrown in at the deep end on day one. Who would have thought that this could happen right at the very beginning?
Well, both sides, I would imagine, Peter, would prefer a meeting a few more games into the new campaign, but they've been thrown into the deep end, and pessimism is rife amongst both sets of supporters for the very obvious fear of getting off to the worst possible start. For us, though, it's an absolute whopper to call, and up where we are, it's all optimistic.
There's the whistle, and here we go.
Well, talking about straight into the melting pot, an opening day derby, unusual and not ideal, but a great motivation to kickstart your season and certainly put your arch rivals in their place too.
Savage. Radu. Forward it goes. And it's Immobile. Played into space out wide. Good take by the keeper, he's read that well. Hoists it high. Lulic looking to get on the end of this. Lucas. Acerbi. Across the field it goes. Lulic. Luis Alberto. Luis Alberto plays it forward, and that's been won straight back. Lulic tries lifting it over. Kolarov. Vertu. Pellegrini. Smalling gets into a dangerous position. Mkhitaryan. And it's versi. Kolarov. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Defending of the desperate variety. Dzeko. It's Dzeko! It's broken loose. Mkhitaryan. Versi. Back into the middle. Breaks on here. Tries to get it forward quickly. And it's Lucas. They're guilty of lacking inventiveness here. It's all broken down. He's got away.
That's a case of crossing in hope, and unless they provide some more options, it'll be more miss than hit.
It has got fruit, and the shot! A real chance and a real let-off. Seems now to be all about width.
Well, when you have the personnel to create in wide areas, then they need to see as much of the ball as possible.
And he's going long. It's a brilliant interception. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Pellegrini. Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? Mkhitaryan. A chance! Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. Lucas. Lulic. Looking cross-field, changing the point of attack. Keeps everyone guessing. Versi gets it back. It is deadlocked. Lucas. Luis Alberto. And here's Immobile. This could fall anywhere.
Immobile really got caught in a trap there, and he just couldn't get out.
Van Dijk. Smalling drives it forward. Keeper sends it forward. Immobile gets it back. Lulic. Lulic plays it in. Kolarov tries to clear. Versi. Pellegrini. And it's played forward. Lulic switches it towards the other side. That's overhit. That is a poor kick by the keeper, being intercepted. Luis Alberto. A throw. Smalling. Van Dijk hoists it forward. Well, that's where he wants it. And he's on a charge. And it's Kolarov. Lulic. Luis Alberto plays it over to the other flank. Oh, that's neat. Savic. Kolarov. Forward it goes. Neymar. Mkhitaryan. Played into the middle. It's well blocked and back out it comes. And he's straight offside. Strakosha sends that a long way. Played back in. Immobile. Mkhitaryan tries to get it forward quickly. And here's Dzeko. Tries a shot! Oh, that's a terrific save from the keeper.
Dzeko is very sporting here to acknowledge the quality of the save. A lovely little footballing moment.
Played it short. And he's there to hoof it away. Messi. There's the delivery. And he just whacks it. He's had a go! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Gets it upfield. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Lobs it in gently. Versi. Pellegrini. Attempts to play it through. Whipped in. Hoists it forward. Immobile gets it out to the wing. Looks to play him in. That's a minor communications breakdown. Acerbi. Still, rather frustratingly, it is 0-0. Acerbi. Dicks one in. And that's been levered clear. It is a corner. And it's been taken short. Roma given another corner. Acerbi is there and he can get that clear. Just brushed off the ball there. And here's Mkhitaryan, and the ball's come out. Defender's on the back foot. Savic. Lucas. And here's Immobile. Loose ball, who's going to get there? Oh, they could break here. Mkhitaryan. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Messi. And it's played forward. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Now the counter. Some good stubborn defending there. Dzeko! Just off target.
Dzeko probably tried a bit too hard then. He should have relied on technique as opposed to power.
Savic. There is the half-time whistle. So now the team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goals. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Roma worked the aerial route pretty well, even if it is predictable and a bit one-dimensional, so I'd expect less of that and a bit more variation from here.
Roma head to the dressing room, not yet having broken through. Tight, cagey game. Neither team any further forward than they were when they started out. And we are already promptly back underway.
Roma can feel really happy with themselves. The scoreline doesn't back it up, but they've played with urgency and purpose and can't afford to lose patience in this second half. They've got to persevere.
Lulic lofted into the middle, and that's been well dealt with. Ball's gone out of play. Immobile hits it! That's a half-decent try. Smalling attempts a clearance. Luis Alberto. He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see. Kolarov. Vertu goes looking. And it's Kolarov. Tries to switch the play. Lulic. Luis Alberto. Radu. Van Dijk. Hoists it forward. Has he found his man? Tried to play it through.
Yeah, I mean, I think he did well to spot the run. He just didn't get enough behind it. It happens.
Tries to dink it in. That'll be a throw. Lulic. Van Dijk. Acerbi. Savic. Acerbi plays it forward. Looking cross-field, changing the point of attack. Immobile. Going for goal! He's pulled off a fine save.
Savic sparked a tremendous stop there, and I think it's fair to add, he just wasn't expecting it.
couldn't get hold of it. It's out for a goal kick. Luis Alberto. Lazio keeping their men at arm's length here.
Yeah, I just think it's a conservative move to deny runners the opportunity of going beyond that rear guard.
Van Dijk. Plays it over to the other flank.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Versi. Neymar. A really good feat. And here's shoots! Oh, taken with style! And finally he has breathed life into the game! Oh, high quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second.
Ya, itulah dia gol dari Dzeko, membuka keunggulan tim tuan rumah AS Roma atas tamunya Lazio. Jangan lupa ya, ada pergerakan seorang muda bintang, Neymar, yang kalian pilih untuk bergabung dengan AS Roma. Dia mengecoh pertahanan dari pemain-pemain Lazio sebelum akhirnya memberikan umpan kepada Mkhitaryan, kemudian Mkhitaryan memberikan umpan kepada Dzeko dan terciptalah gol. Selamat AS Roma, unggul 1 gol pada menit ke-60. Apakah ini akan menjadi gol satu-satunya? Kita belum tahu. Dan Lazio bisa saja membalas.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Well, listen, a few words of advice and encouragement from the manager during the break can often straighten things out, and it's paid off here.
Kings it out wide. Up to meet it! Oh, just couldn't turn it in.
Well, being able to generate that amount of activity in the box means it's hard not to pick someone out.
Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Lucas. So Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Immobile, it's Immobile! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Quick thinking and quick control, Peter, that creates a little more working space.
That's a poor kick by the keeper, he's just given it straight back. Radu gets into the right position to intercept. Roma leading as we head into the last quarter of the game. Driving on, a real charge here. And he heaves it forward. Across the field it goes. What a throw in. Hefty challenge, but fair enough. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward who wants to help out his defence. I think, you know, any good team really...
Immobile! He's scored!
Well, it certainly livened things up a bit, and that next goal now is absolutely crucial.
Just so calm under pressure.
Oh, this fella's as slippery as an eel the way he freed himself to score. I mean, for that defence, it was a case of, now you've got him, now you don't. Brilliant.
Itulah gol balasan dari Lazio lewat kerjasama apik antara Messi dan Immobile. Kalau tadi AS Roma ada kerjasama antara Neymar, Mkhitaryan, dan terjadi gol lewat Ceko, kali ini balasan yang sempurna dari tim tamu lewat Messi dan Immobile. Mantap, skor 1-1 untuk AS Roma dan Lazio.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Smalling does well to read it, and Immobile has been caught there. It's a foul. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. He's pulled off a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Immobile. Oh, he's broken through.
A very nice shimmy to manipulate the space, and that was cleverly worked.
Roma get it back again. He's made sure that won't get through. Messi. And it's Lulic. Has he picked him out? That's a good ball to Messi! Goal! Lazio! And the comeback is complete! Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel.
Duet yang sempurna di barisan penyerang Lazio. Immobile dan Messi bekerja sama dengan baik sekali. Kali ini Immobile yang memberikan umpan manisnya kepada Messi untuk menciptakan gol. Dan Lazio comeback 2-1 atau 1-2 untuk Lazio. Goyang Messi, mantap.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Mkhitaryan, and that's sprayed out wide. And that's been levered clear. And it's been taken straight back. Mkhitaryan. Pellegrini. Bruno Perez. Pellegrini. Versi. Out to the right. Bruno Perez. A chance to play it in. Could be thinking about a shot here. Bruno Perez goes for the cross. Lazio can make their change now with a break in play.
Yeah, he's run himself into the ground, hasn't he? And it's good to see that the crowd appreciate his efforts, because he has put in a real honest shift.
Roma are definitely not going down without a scrap. Their attitude just can't be faulted.
Well, he's worked so hard for his side, as you would expect, but you couldn't help notice that he was starting to labour a bit, so it's no surprise.
Acerbi. Van Dijk. Keeper's got good distance on that. Van Dijk. Kolarov. A desperate scramble to save a point here on day one. Messi. Going through. Immobile. Hits one! Goal! 2 ahead, late in the day. Game over, surely.
Well, that defence just wasn't expecting their midfield to mess up then, so when they did, they were caught completely cold by such a swift breakaway and such a well-worked finish too.
Messi kembali memberikan dampak terciptanya gol bagi Lazio, membuat keunggulan mereka semakin melebar. 1-3 untuk tim kamu. Wah, bagaimana ini kok bisa jadi begini ceritanya? Tapi satu sisi kalian lihat pemilihan kalian menempatkan Messi berduet dengan Immobile. Ternyata maknyus.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Acerbi tries to get it forward quickly. And it's Correa. Correa! And that would have won it.
He'll be fuming with himself for not converting. He could have killed it off.
And here's Dzeko. Plays it out to the flank. There's the cross. And it's hoisted clear. Now it's Immobile. Luis Alberto. He's picked him out. Immobile. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. Well, the crowd clearly like what they just saw. Some real no-nonsense defending. Big chance! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Has a hit! Acerbi gets rid without sophistication. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious as to who was going to be taken off. His energy levels began to sag, and he was never going to last until the final whistle.
Immobile. Correa. Correa drives it forward. He's spotted the run and played it through. He's gone for it! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
And they have themselves another corner. They've played it short. Lovely bit of skill. So who's he picking out? Pings it in. And he just whacks it away. There too. There will be 4 extra minutes. And out to safety. There too. Kolarov. And here's Dzeko. And the shot! Oh, that's a fine save!
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Luis Alberto. He's got the ball glued to his feet. Dzeko. And the referee brings it to a close. Roma beaten on opening day, and maybe just a little short of sharpness. Still, time is on their side. All is far from lost. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Look, every manager wants to get off to a winning start and at least set a positive vibe for what's to follow. Instead, he's now got to ensure that all his players keep their chins up and go and try and win the next one.
So that's it for today. Thank you, Jim, and good afternoon all.
Selamat Laziale, tim kamu menang pada laga pembuka Liga Fantasi Italia bersama Suara Tifosi. Silakan memberikan opini kalian terhadap pertandingan Derby della Capitale yang baru saja dimenangkan oleh Lazio di bawah ini di kolom komentar. Sampai ketemu pada pertandingan berikutnya.